It's easy, It's easy, but it won't make you happy. That's the trick. But to make money, it's easy. There's nothing simple than to let the gravitate the money coming to your direction. Because the money is not what you think. The money is not a Chinese papers with pictures on it. Money is information and energy. If you know how to play the energy, if you know how to make things collide in superposition to happen and realize and manifest, not in the way like in the YouTube people say manifesting, I manifest something coming. No, it doesn't work, But if you know what to do, so some people say to some other people, to tell some other people, to give you some power, some energy, think it over. You really don't need $1 million to go to buy some private island. If you buy maybe for 50 meters square for $1 million, you need $100 million to get an island. But you don't need a couple of hundred millions to buy your own jet. You just need to get on the jet, to know people who put you on the jet, to tell them the code, to give them the order. Everything is hypnosis, order. You can tell people things which they want to hear, to do things which puts the domino effect of the events leading on the end to the money which manifests really appear on your account. Even better, you skip the transaction process to getting some money, just like the ego. You want this pen and you think you can get it through the $10 you put on the table, and in a moment when you put the $10 on the table, you exchange it from the seller, the pen. How about you just get the pen without paying for it? You see? How about you make the pen coming to you? Yeah? And I'm not talking about the Belfort bullshits like he says, do you really need this pen? It was example. It can be anything, you see? You can get things without paying for them. Without thinking it over. The money is just a commodity. It's information. Dressed as gold, silver, stocks, diamonds, euro, dollars, whatever Chinese paper you want to call it, coins. The money is energy, is information. It's a set of movements, of things. You see? If you make this domino happen, on the end, pop out like a magic, the things which you want. But you have to deconstruct things. You have to reverse it, everything. It's not like that you can work hard like an idiot, which you most probably, a lot of people, is not your fault, but a lot of people think that the money is based on the hard work. Of course it's not. It's based on the information. It's based on the secret of how the things in the world works. It's an alchemical thing, using some oldish English word. Or it's simply the normal science of the things. It's something which is called philosophy, right? Before the philosophy was part of the physics way back, then we were so stupid we divided it, so the philosophy is just talking about nonsenses. I'm talking about practical philosophy. It's some process, you see? The process of the things. Because have you asked yourself question how some people can become really billionaire, if you insist? We on the millionaire dating side. You don't wake up one day, you become billionaire. And it's not like you work 15 hours per day, 50 years, too much. No. There is a shortcut. They telling you the shortcut doesn't exist. There is one train, you on the train, and they all telling you on this train, waving at you, you on another train, and the trains never get together. They leaving from different platforms in same time, and they just, speedy, they in same speed, and they telling you the people on the train, hey, work hard, do this. One day, eventually, if you do this, in future, the bus trail gets connected and you change the train. No, it's not like that. You see? That's a deception. They telling you there are no shortcuts, but yet they making money by shortcuts. They telling you to enforce the rules, yet they breaking all the rules. And there is only one rule at all, no rules at all. You born into it, you married into it, but you never get married into it, let's face it. The multimillionaires never married the trash from the street without being rude or plebs. That's why they create the dating sites where they keep hanging the sugar babies to paying for it, to have an illusion to be on the train. We think once I pay more, I jump on the other train. It's a great illusion. They capitalize you. You born into it, you married into it, or you can jump from your train on the roof to the other train. You have to jump through the program called fear, that you will die while you're jumping. There's several layers of the society, There are emperor kings, there's nowadays billionaires, royal court members, nowadays politicians, church, which telling you aesthetic paradigm, what to do, how to dress, what to do in 15th century. Now it's TV, that's the church. There is a judicial system, there's another caste, lawyers, powerful people in the prosecutors. Then there is a caste of soldiers and policemen and security services. All since the whole history is here in any level or any timeline of the history. And then there is something what's called subjects. There's a 95% of people, 99%. The best subjects are some CEOs with a couple of 100,000 or 1 million, 2 million per year. But they're still subjects. You see? And there is one more group which they don't want you to know. There are bandits, pirates, motherfuckers. There is a Robin Hood who can jump from one train to another. You take it by violence. And I don't mean the physical one, of course. I'm talking about psychological warfare. You cannot beat them, you join them. I am the Robin Hood. I am who I become who I am. The only question is who you are. Do you know who you are? And do you know how to again become who you are? Do you know somebody who can tell you this? And are you happy? Do you know the secret to be happy? That's the only question. Be or not to be? That's the question. Because if you know this question, the one who got a purpose in the life is happy and he wanna be. The one who doesn't have it, it's just some kind of a fragment of the sand, which is randomly, uncontrollably floating through the space, not controlling nothing. You become powerless, diseased, depressed. Or you depress your depression, you gain your power back, you remove the disease, and you get back your power. The choice is yours, obviously.